Good afternoon, students. Okay, so I can see only 11 to 12 students have joined. I'll wait for another 2 minutes and then we'll start with the class. Okay, so good afternoon, students. So today the topic of our class is numerical computation and estimation, and we are going to study series under this heading. So starting with So first of all, let's understand what do we mean by series और इसमें कौन से टाइप के questions आते हैं और फिर we also solve similar questions. 1 minute. I guess someone is trying to join. Okay. So सबसे पहले series में क्या आएगा? Series में क्या आएगा? A numerical series is given in which a specific number is missing. तो series मतलब numerical series. Now numerical series में हम लोग कैसे questions के बारे में बात करेंगे कि जिसमें we are going to talk about such questions in this where some numbers will be missing. अब मतलब एक series दे देंगे, वो series का कोई particular pattern होगा, तो maybe it's maybe they may be in factorial form, हो सकता है कोई multiplication form में. So there are various patterns in which the numbers will be given to you. So you have to identify the pattern और accordingly missing number को find करना होता है. सेकेंड चीज जो होगी यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू फाइंड आउट द मिसिंग नंबर. थर्ड, अ कंप्लीट न्यूमेरिकल सीरीज इज फॉलोड बाय एन इनकम्प्लीट न्यूमेरिकल सीरीज. मतलब एक सीरीज दी जाएगी, उसमें हाफ ऑफ द सीरीज विल बी completed one and further the remaining half of the series will be incomplete series and you have to identify कि जो कंप्लीट सीरीज है उसमें कौन सा पैटर्न फॉलो हो रहा है. सो 3 के बाद 5 है, 5 के बाद 7, दैट मीन्स दे आर लिविंग वन नंबर. 3 के बाद 4 लीव कर दिया तो 5 आ गया, 5 के बाद 6 छोड़ दिया 7 आ गया. सो ऐसे करके आपको पैटर्न आइडेंटिफाई करना है. यू हैव टू कंप्लीट दी रिमेनिंग सीरीज. दैट इज योर वर्क ओवर हियर. नाउ you need to solve that incomplete numerical series in the same pattern in which the complete numerical series is given. The same thing that I told just now. Next, number series aptitude questions present you with mathematical sequences that follow a logical rule based on elementary arithmetic. Based on elementary arithmetic मतलब हो सकता है कि कुछ questions में maybe in some questions first term is 3, then second term is 9, third term is 81. Means what is happening? पहले नंबर का स्क्वायर सेकंड टर्म है, सेकंड नंबर का स्क्वायर थर्ड टर्म है, थर्ड टर्म का स्क्वायर मे बी दी फोर्थ टर्म. सो यू हैव टू चेक कि कौन सा पैटर्न फॉलो हो रहा है. सो ओवर हियर द कांसेप्ट ऑफ एलिमेंट्री अरिथमेटिक आल्सो कम्स इनटू पिक्चर. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एग्जैक्टली कौन सा पैटर्न वहाँ फॉलो हो रहा है. अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल हैव टू find the remaining series as well. Now let's see some. Now we'll just work on some of the questions here. Now I want you people to write all these questions in your book. अगर होता है तो मेरे साथ इसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करो, और नहीं तो फिर क्वेश्चंस लिख के रखो, एंड यू कैन राइट डाउन द फाइनल आंसर, एंड accordingly you can then solve on your own. So now see, first क्या है 5, then 12, 23, 50 and 141. Now you need to just wait. I guess my screen is not visible. I'll reshare my screen. Okay. Now, so see, first number क्या दिया है 5, फिर 12, 23, 50, 141. You can also identify कि series increasing fashion में जा रही है. You can see that from left to right the numbers are increasing. Okay, 5 से 12 हो गया. So try to apply the logic. See, what is the question? The following series are based on a specific pattern. In this series, one number is wrong. Find that odd one. They are saying कि ये series में एक number odd है. You have to find that number. Now let's see कि ये pattern कैसे solve होगा. So you can see here मैंने series को यहाँ ऊपर लिख दिया है 5, 12, 23, 50 and then 141. Then ये वाली place हमको find करनी थी. This was the question mark. Now you can see 5 minus 12. Sorry, 12 minus 5 gives me 7. Here it gives me 11, 23, 50, 27. और 141 में से 50 निकाल दे तो 91. So you can see 7, 11, 27, 91, 347. So this number I don't know for now. Okay. So ये वाला पोर्शन हम अभी के लिए छोड़ देते हैं. Okay. Exclude this portion for now. क्योंकि हमें अभी तक पता नहीं है कि राइट साइड में जो नंबर्स दिए हैं. One minute. Is my screen visible? You can just write it down in the chat box if it's visible. Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Fine. Now I'll continue. So yes. So मैं ये कह रही थी कि पहले मैंने जो गिवन सीरीज है मैंने इसको एज इट इज लिख लिया 5, 12, 23, 50 एंड 141. The last place is blank जिसको मैंने सर्कल किया, ये हमें फाइंड करना था. ओके, सो एक्सक्लूड दिस पोर्शन. तो ये जो लाइन मैंने स्लैंटिंग लाइन बनाई है इसके राइट साइड का पार्ट एक्सक्लूड कर दो. नाउ आई अंडरस्टैंड कि 5 और 12 के बीच में जब छोटा छोटा डिफरेंस अगर नजर आता है, जैसे 5 और 12 के बीच में 7 का डिफरेंस है, तो यू कैन गो ऑन identifying their differences. So be 12 minus 5, 7, 23 minus 12, 11, 50 minus 23, 27, 141 minus 50, 91, और फिर रिमेनिंग उसको बाद में देखेंगे. तो अभी 7, 11, 27, 91 इसमें कोई पैटर्न नजर आ रहा है क्या? नहीं आ रहा है. हमें पहला 7 था, दूसरा 11 है. मे बी 7 plus 4 11 किया होगा. लेट्स चेक. बट 11 plus 4 27 नहीं. मे बी यहाँ पर 7 plus 4 करके 11 आया हो सकता है कि 11 plus 4 नहीं, बट 11 plus 5 होता है. नहीं, मतलब नथिंग इज गोइंग फॉर दी सेकेंड लाइन. मतलब सेकेंड लाइन भी हमारा फाइनल नहीं है. तो विल अगेन गो ऑन सब्ट्रैक्टिंग. सो 11 minus 7, 4, 27 minus 11, 16, 91 minus 27, 64. Now I can see that this is 4, this is 4 to the power 1, this is 4 to the power 2, this is 4 to the power 3 and so on. So you can see कि यहाँ पर हमें कुछ एक पैटर्न दिखाई दे रहा है. यहाँ पर फिर 4 to the power 4 हो जाएगा, दैट मीन्स 64 into 4 you will get it 256. अकॉर्डिंगली जब ये नंबर मिल जाए 256 अगर आपको मिल जाता है ये नंबर, उसके बाद पिछली वाली स्टेप करना, मतलब 256 आने के लिए यू विल हैव टू add this 256 with 91 so that you get this number, because ये भी अननोन है, ये नंबर पता चल गया बट ये अननोन था, 247 was unknown, तो 256 में हम 91 ऐड कर देंगे तो 247 आ गया। फिर अभी ये स्टेप हो गई, मतलब मैं डिसेंडिंग में जा रही हूँ, फर्स्ट आई डिड दिस स्टेप, नाउ आई विल डू दिस स्टेप एंड देन आई विल डू दिस स्टेप। अभी मैं फाइनल क्वेश्चन पे आऊंगी, तो अभी 91 और 256 को ऐड करके 347 बन गया। अब 141 प्लस 347 करना पड़ेगा, तो आई विल गेट दिस नंबर विच आई हैव नीडेड। सो ओके, सो दिस नंबर आई गॉट 141 प्लस 347, तो मुझे 488 मिल गया, जो मेरा आंसर था। so D was the correct answer over here. So I hope you people are understanding. You can just write down this question, otherwise take a screenshot of this page. डिफरेंस अगर कम दिखते हैं तो सब्ट्रैक्ट करके देखो या ऐड करके देखो, मे बी ऐसे कुछ रिलेशन उसमें होगा। अगर नंबर्स बड़े होते हैं तो मल्टीप्लाई या फिर फैक्टोरियल या फिर स्क्वायर क्यूब ऐसी पैटर्न्स आपको दिखेंगे। विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। नाउ सी ओवर हियर 7, 13, 25, 45, 75, the numbers are again increasing from left to right. Now I have to see कि मे बी इनका डिफरेंस फाइंड कर लूँ तो आई अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या हो रहा है। सो आई जस्ट टेक दिस, सी 7, 13, 25, 45, ओके इतना ही रखते हैं। तो 7 माइनस 13 करके देखेंगे तो 6 आएगा, 25 माइनस 12 करेंगे तो 12 आएंगे, this will be 20. So see there is no definite pattern. पहले तो 6 और 12 आने के बाद I thought कि maybe this is 6 1s are 6, this is 6 2s are 12 and maybe here 6 3s are 18 आ जाता, but नहीं, this pattern is not going properly, that means this is the wrong method. So see what we can do over here. 7 पहली टर्म है 7, ठीक है, तो 7 में अगर मैं ऐड कर दूं 2 3s are 6, दैट मीन्स 7 प्लस 6 गिव्स मी 13, जो हमने किया था 7 और 6 को ऐड करके 13 मिला था। दिस इज व्हाट वी अंडरस्टूड, वी आइडेंटिफाइड, बट नेक्स्ट स्टेप हमारी गलत हो गई। तो सी yes but still we were on the right track। 7 plus 2, 7 plus 6 हो गया यहाँ पर 13, then 13 plus 12 हो गया 25। we identified the same thing, 13 plus 12, बस इसको लिखने का तरीका जो था वो अलग था कि 6 को लिखेंगे 2 3s are, फिर 12 will be written as 3 4s are, 12 will be written as 3 4s are, फिर 4 5s are, 5 6 are, 6 7s are, तो ऐसे करके हमको फाइनल टर्म आ गई 117। so even if I was going on the right track 6 12 20 आ गया था तो इसको हम लिखेंगे 4 5s are, बट ये चीज ध्यान में नहीं आई लिखते वक्त। आई जस्ट वेंट ऑन आइडेंटिफाइंग कि 6 1s are 6 हो रहा है, 6 2s are 12 हो रहा है, बट 6 3s are 18 नहीं आ रहा, मतलब कहीं तो पैटर्न गड़बड़ रहा है। यहाँ पर अगर 75 लिख देते तो 75 माइनस 45 विल बी 30, 75 माइनस 55 वुड हैव बीन 30, तो इनका डिफरेंस आ जाता 30, फिर भी मेरा आंसर नहीं आता था बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टैंड कि 6 4s are 28 आना चाहिए था, 24 आना चाहिए था, बट इट केम 30, दैट मीन 6 5s आ गया, तो ये पैटर्न नहीं जा रहा था। बट आई शुड हैव ट्राइड द नेक्स्ट वे, आई शुड हैव ट्राइड दिस पैटर्न। ओके, तो ऐसे ही कोई भी टाइप का आपको पैटर्न आ सकता है, लाइक दिस पैटर्न नाउ इज going properly। see 2 3s are, 3 4s are, 4 5s are, 5 6s are, next आएगा 6 7s are, तो 6 7s का कितना आएगा 42, तो 42 को 75 में ऐड करेंगे तो 117, so that is the answer, 117 A is the answer। understood? You can take a screenshot of the same। तो ऐसे करके आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है। अगर बट यहाँ पर भी हमारा सब्ट्रैक्शन वाला ही पैटर्न फॉलो हुआ है या फिर वी कैन से एडिशन वाला। बट उसको फिर अंदर मल्टीप्लिकेशन में डालना था, ये क्लिक होना चाहिए, विच वी वर नॉट एबल टू डू. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट 4, 11, 19, 41 और फिर बीच में ब्लैंक दे दिया. नेक्स्ट नंबर इज 161. नाउ सी हाउ टू डू दिस. 4, 11, 19, 41, then here is blank and 161. Now let's see. So 11 minus 4 will be 7. 19 minus this is 8. बट अचानक से अभी 41 माइनस 19 अगर करने जाओगे तो नंबर बढ़ा रहा है. मतलब ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग, पहले 7 8 ऐसे जा रहा था, अभी 41 माइनस 19 कितना आता है? 22. यस, 22 विल बी कमिंग हियर. तो पहले ये मुझे पहले लगने लगा कि ये एक एक के डिफरेंस में जाएगा, मे बी यहाँ 9 आ सकता है, बट नहीं, नंबर एकदम से 19 से 41 जब हो गया तो डिफरेंस भी उनका बढ़ा गया 22. नाउ व्हाट शुड कम हियर so that I'll get this number. And also yes, and also यहाँ पर ऐसा नंबर कौन सा आएगा जो कि ये फिट होगा. अब ये कौन सा पैटर्न है? इज दिस एनी पैटर्न दैट आई कैन एक्सपेक्ट, that I can use to find the unknown term? No. So I'll have to think something different. Now अगर 4 है तो it may be 2 square, ठीक है. 2 square 4 मिल गया. 11 मे बी 3 square plus 2, so maybe 3 square plus 2, that gives me 11. But what about this? It may be 4 square, 16 plus 3 gives me 19. See, कुछ तो दिख रहा है, बट यहाँ 2 के आगे कुछ 1 या कुछ आना चाहिए था. ओके, इट्स नॉट कमिंग. 4 हो गया. फिर 5 का स्क्वायर 25, 25 प्लस 8 नहीं, बिकॉज 41 इज वेरी बिग नंबर. So let's see what should come here. See, 4 into 2 plus 3. Now what we were expecting, what we were expecting and what is in the answer, the pattern is totally different. You can see 4 को 2 के साथ multiply किया है, पहले 4 को 8 बना दिया, and then you add 3 in that, becomes 11. Okay, 4 into 3, 4 into 2 plus 3, 11. फिर 11 जो second term की, ये 2 constant है, this 2 remains constant, and this number becomes plus minus plus minus plus. So it, likewise we get the answer. So 11 into 2 22 minus 3 19, फिर 19 into 2 plus 3, so plus 3 होगा पहले, फिर minus 3. ऑल्टरनेटिवली साइन यहाँ पर चेंज कर दिए, बट 2 को कांस्टेंट रखा है. तो ये इतना पैटर्न समझने के लिए you have to practice more questions. Okay, otherwise starting में you can try like this, maybe sometimes this can also work. So the answer is C, 79 over here. Next, find the next number in the given series. Now we have to find the next number. Again, you can see 79 smaller number than 152 very big. So near, we can't say double, but still it's very big. Then we can see यहाँ पर फिर डिक्रीज हो गया, 152 से नंबर छोटा हो गया, फिर 188 से डायरेक्टली फिर से बड़ा हो गया 142. अगेन अ स्मॉल नंबर एंड देन अगेन अ बिगर नंबर. सो जस्ट ऑब्जर्व द पैटर्न केयरफुली. नाउ व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू डू इन दिस? अभी यस, सो अभी इसमें क्या होगा? अभी पहला नंबर था 79. इफ आई एड 9 इन दैट आई गेट 88. मतलब रिलेशन किन में मिल रहा है? दिस इज अ बिगर नंबर, 3 डिजिट नंबर. 3 डिजिट नंबर के ऑल्टरनेटिवली 3 डिजिट नंबर रिपीट हो रहे हैं, मतलब इनमें ही कोई रिलेशन है. ओके, दे हैव सम कॉमन पैटर्न दैट दे आर फॉलोइंग. ये वाला हम so these are 3 digit number, that means they are following some pattern, and these are 2 digit numbers, so they are following some pattern. So 79 and 88, what is the pattern that they are doing? 79 plus 9, 88. 79 plus 9 gives me 88. Then 88 plus how much will give you 99? That is 11. So 88 plus 11 is giving me 99. एंड सिमिलरली यहाँ की टर्म आएगी तो भी 9 11 कितने का डिफरेंस है 2 का मतलब यहाँ पर भी 2 का डिफरेंस होगा मतलब मे बी यहाँ 13 ऐड कर सकते हैं हम 99 plus 13 will give you 112. That is the right answer. See, 112 is the right answer. Understood. So I just went on identifying this pattern. If I exclude this, if I don't consider this, then also I'll get the answer because जो अननोन टर्म थी वो टू डिजिट नंबर्स में से ही इवॉल्व हो रही थी बिकॉज ऑल्टरनेटिवली टू डिजिट नंबर का फाइंड करके वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड दी अननोन टर्म ओके so this was a bit simple. You can just write down the question or you can take screenshot. If you want, write down the explanation also. Okay, next. Now, now the question is first place में ही blank दे दिया है 167 189 ट्रिपल टू 266 321. Now see फर्स्ट में क्या पैटर्न फॉलो होगा जैसे मैंने तो यहाँ लिख दिया 156 plus 11 बट हाउ कम दिस केम 189 minus 67 करके देखना पड़ेगा सो आई विल गेट 22 ओके देन 222 minus 189 will give me 33 then 266 minus 222 will give you 44. Now you can see there is a common pattern that they are following 22, 33, 44 and maybe here it's 55 then. Yes. That means हमारा लॉजिक वर्क कर रहा है सो अगर 22 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है तो सीक्वेंस स्टार्टिंग में 11 आना चाहिए सो 167 प्लस सॉरी 167 माइनस 11 जो करेंगे 167 माइनस 11 अगर करेंगे तो विल गेट द फर्स्ट टर्म so we'll do here subtraction that gives me 156 that means the first number here should be 156 उसमें अगर 11 ऐड करते हैं तो you'll get the second number if you add 22 then you'll get the third number and so on see here the pattern okay so C is the right answer तो यहाँ पर भी सारे 3 digit numbers थे so still I went for subtraction because सारे ही 3 digit number में बहुत डिफरेंस नहीं था 67 की रेंज में था तो दूसरा 89 की सो मे बी आई थॉट कि सब्ट्रैक्ट करके उनमें कॉमन कुछ निकल जाए यू सॉ यहाँ पूरा 11 का टेबल चल रहा है ओके इफ आई वांट टू आइडेंटिफाई अगर यहाँ के आगे का नंबर पूछते तो आई वुड हैव एडेड 66 एंड आई वुड हैव गॉट द अदर नंबर हियर ओके नाउ quickly write down this question. It's very simple, but still a different one. Okay, next. Now look at the series. 53, 53, 40, 40, 27, 27. ठीक है? अभी what should be the number that should come next to 27? You can see here दो numbers same हो रहे हैं. पहले 53 फिर 40 सेम आ रहा है फिर यू कैन सी 27 तो यहाँ का अगला पेयर भी जो होगा वो सेम आना चाहिए which number will come next in this series each number is repeated then 13 is subtracted to arrive at the next number so you can see 53 और 40 में है 13 का डिफरेंस 40 और 27 में भी है 13 का डिफरेंस यू आर अगेन सब्ट्रैक्टिंग 37 so 13 माइनस So 53 minus 13 gives 40, 40 minus 13 gives 27 and 27 minus 13 gives me 14. That means my next pair should be of 14, 14. That is the right answer. Okay. I'll just erase this. Okay. can write down this question. Maybe another question can come जहाँ पर ये 53 ऐसे दो बार लिखे, maybe they'll give it 3 times. So they can give you 53, 53, 53, and then they'll give you 40, 40, 40. So ऐसे कुछ भी follow कर सकते हैं, या फिर they can even change. अभी ये तीनों नंबर सेम ना रखते हुए they can change the middle number as well. They can change this number. Yes, so they can change this number, the middle one, or here also they can change this number. Okay, I went on mute. Fine. So next, so this is the another pattern that can be followed. Next question is, look carefully for the pattern and then choose which pair of numbers comes next. Which pair of numbers come next? Now first is 42, 42 and then 40. Yes. Okay. You can see 42 और 40 के बीच में 2 का difference दिख रहा है. 2. 40 and 38 again 2, difference of 2. 38 and 5 3 का, sorry 3 का difference है, not 5. 3 का difference है. 35 32 में again 2, here again 2, here again 3. You can see there, this is an alternating subtraction series in which 2 is subtracted twice, then 3 is subtracted once, then again 2 is subtracted twice, and so on. The series is repeating. That means after 28, I need to add 2 in this to find the next number. No, I'll have to subtract 2. Sorry, this is subtract, so you can give me a sign of minus. Minus, minus, minus 3, minus 2. So 26 minus 2, 20, 28 minus 2, 26. And to get the next number again, I'll have to subtract 2. That means 24. If I need to find the next number after this, I'll have to subtract 3. And this will be 21 then. Like this, but I need this as my answer. That means C is the correct answer. No need of this, but still okay. Understood? Still here? Okay. So these were some easy questions that we were doing. Now, now see. What was the question? We have to carefully see, look at the pattern, and we have to choose a pair which will come next. That means at the last. Here also the same thing. And here if you see 6 plus 4 will give me 10. 10 plus 4 will give me 14. 14 plus 4 will give 18. 18 plus 4 22. 22 plus 4 26. Plus 4 30. And again plus 4, then it will give me 34. Then next number will be 38. So that means E is the correct answer. 34, 38 is the right answer. Okay. So very simple question. I didn't give you time to write this. You can just quickly write down this question and also the next one then. Also note down this question. Now just think of this question once. They say find the number that fits somewhere into the middle of the series. Some of the items involve both the numbers and letters. Now tell me what. Now just see. Uh, anyway, I have given the answer below, but still you can think on your own and understand कि ये pattern कैसे आया होगा. So over here you can see कि पहले F and 2. So first they are giving an alphabet and followed by a number. So you should be able to understand कि F के बाद क्या आ रहा है D directly C. That means it's going in descending order. मतलब यहाँ पर E missing है. So maybe the option here will be E4 or E3. So E तो आएगा blank space में. That's fixed. But number, which number will come? 2. 2 के बाद blank, then 8. 8 and 16 के बीच में कितना difference है? Maybe this is going in 2 ones are 2 twos are 2 square. 2 square 2 square में चल रहा है. तो 2 first and then multiplied by 2. So 4. E4 अगर लेते हैं multiplied by 2 in this, then 8. 8 to the 16. 16 to the 32 and likewise. So multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. Here also you have multiplied by 2. Okay, the alphabet is decreasing by 1, but the number they are multiplied by 2 further. Okay, so write down this. Write down this quickly. Now see the next series. Again, alphabet and followed by numbers. Look at the series 14, 16. See, what is the series? J, L, M, N, O, P, likewise. Okay, so I, J, K, L. Okay, K, J और K के J और L के बीच में अल्फाबेट कौन सा मिसिंग है? K. Then after L also one number should be missing. One alphabet should be missing. So J, K, L, M. Maybe here N should come. N में दो options है N18. N18 is the only option. So maybe this is the right answer, but still don't go for it. Just check once. ये number भी match हो रहा है. 14 and 16 2 का difference. 16 and 18. If we are considering this option again 2 difference. And then 18 और 20 के बीच में 2. 20 and 22 के बीच में भी 2 का difference. That means this is the right answer. तो ये फिर भी थोड़े इजी क्वेश्चंस हो गए, बट स्टिल ऐसे ही अल्फाबेट फॉलोड बाय नंबर्स का सीक्वेंस अगर आता है तो यू शुड बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई टू एवरीवेयर. ओके, अब अभी इसके बाद का नंबर भी अगर पूछते हैं तो पी क्यू आर एस एंड द नंबर दैट कम्स नेक्स्ट शुड स्टार्ट विथ टी. 22 and 24. So T24 will be the option if they ask you about the last line. What number should come at the last line? Then it will be T24 and in between it should be N18 over here. Okay. Next, look at the series U32, V29. Now see 32 and 29. There is a difference of 3. 29 and this number I don't know about this also. 23 and 20 again 3 difference. ना मतलब यहाँ पर भी 3 का होना चाहिए, तो 29 माइनस 3 if I go तो 26 आना चाहिए. 26 अगर आता है तो I have two options, W26 otherwise Z26. Now U V W X Y Z, so it is going in alphabetical order. That means W26 is the right answer. So this was another easy question. Just write it down. An easy question. I'll just write it down here. Suppose there is a question 7, 10, 18, 11, 9, 12, and so on. Okay. Now you have to identify the right answer that will come next. That means after 12, what will be the number here? We have to identify. So what you will do? This is simple. You can just see 7 and 10. इनके बीच में कितने का difference है? 3. So if you add 3 in 7, 10. 10 and 18 plus 8. In the second pattern, that is, I'm sorry, this should be 8 only. Yes. Now, I will not write it here. We'll use the next page. So the question is 7, 10, 8, 11, 9, 12, and then a blank. Now see, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 minus 2, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 minus 2, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, and next will come 12 minus 2, that should be 10. So 10 will be the answer here. So you can observe key questions, ऐसे simple questions can also come alternatively. 3 2 3 2 का series चल रहा है. Now I go for the next question here. If I say 36, then 34, 30, 28, 24, and now what will come here? Yes, what will come in after 24, that I have to find. So 36 minus 34 will give me 2. Let's just check if the sequence works. 34 minus 4 gives 30. 30 minus 2 again gives 28 minus 2. 28 minus 4 gives 24. Now 24 minus 2 will give me 22. So 22 is the right answer. Okay. Some of the easy questions that we are doing. Just write down these questions. Now we'll write another question here. Now suppose the next question is 58, 52, 46, 40, 34, and I have to again identify what will come in the next blank. So 58 minus 56, let's see. Minus 6, okay. 52 minus 6 against 46. So this is also very simple. So if minus 6 करते जाएंगे तो we'll get the next number. So maybe here also minus 6. So 34 minus 6 will give me 28. Okay. And now we'll just now I'll give you a difficult question to solve. Now suppose there is a series 21. First number is 21, 9. Again 21, 11. Again 21, 13, again 21, and then blank. Now see, you can see in this pattern, alternatively 21 को constant रखा है. So now see over here, if you see to this question, you can see alternatively in this repetition series, 24 number is randomly coming, and you can also say that it has been interpolated after every other number, and therefore we'll only pay attention towards the alternate number. So 9 and 12 plus 2, 11 and 13 plus 2, 39 plus 2, 15. So 15 should be the answer here. Okay, it was an easy question. Now let's see another question. अब भी decimal points का देखेंगे. Suppose the first number is 1.5, next is 2.3. This point in between, okay. 1.5, 2.3, 3.1, then 3.9, comma and blank. Now see what we have to look at the series and we have to identify what number will come next. So 1.5 के बाद 2.3. So you can identify कि maybe subtraction का pattern यहाँ follow हो जाए. So 1.5 plus 0.8, because I can see 2.3 minus 1.5 अगर करूँ तो 1.8 आएगा. Now let's check if this follows for the second number also. So 2.3 plus 0.8 gives me 3.1. So yes, it is correct for second. Now third, again 0.8, right? So same, we'll go for 3.9. 3.9 plus 0.8, 4.7, 47. That is okay. 4.7. That means 0.8 is the right pattern. Okay. And keep on writing these questions in your notebook. Okay. Now, suppose 14, then 28, then 20, 40, 32, 64, blank. Now, what number should come after 64? So 14 पहला number है, second 28. So first thing that will come to my mind is 14 2 से 28. So maybe this pattern follows, but third number 20 है. So 14 का टेबल तो फॉलो नहीं हो रहा है. तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा? But still you can see that there over here also there should be some alternating multiplication. 20 के बाद 40, maybe there is some relation between 28 and 32. तो इनिशियली जब नहीं पता है कि पैटर्न क्या हो, तो जैसे भी जिस भी नंबर्स में आपको कोई पैटर्न नजर आता है, यू कैन थिंक अबाउट दैट एंड सी कि अगर ऑल्टरनेटिवली वो पैटर्न फॉलो हो रहा है. So alternatively, you can see there is multiplication and also subtraction in the series. First, you have to multiply 2. So जैसे I identified कि 14 into 2 if I do, I'll get 28. But 28 और 20 के बीच में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. But let's see, इनके बीच में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. But 20 और 40, 28 और 20 में -8 अगर हो तो 20 आता है. 20 और 40 के बीच में अगर 2 मल्टीप्लाई कर दो फिर से तो 40 आएगा. 40 और 32 के बीच में अगर -8 कर देंगे तो इट्स करेक्ट. 32 into 2 then 64. Now 64 minus 8 should give me the next number, that will be 56. Yes, 56, which means पहले multiplication फिर subtraction, multiplication फिर subtraction. So These are some of the patterns that can be asked in the exam. Now we will check for some bigger numbers. 3 digit numbers लेते हैं, decimal number हो गए. Next is for 3 digit number. Let's see. First number is suppose 20. No. Suppose 544. Then 509. Then 474. 74. Then next is 439. And now what number will come after 439? Now we can see that this series is going in decreasing order, left to right. So pehle 44, just let's take this last 2 digits, 44 or फिर 9. So maybe there is subtraction here again. That's a simple subtraction. So 44 minus 9 will give me 35 here, minus 35. Now 9, that is 509 minus 35 will give me 474. Just check that. Just check if this is happening. 509. Let's quickly check if this is correct. Minus 35. So 9 minus 5 gives 4. 50 minus 3 gives 47. That means 474 आ गया. 474 minus 35 करके देखेंगे again. 439 आएगा. And similarly 439 minus 35, 404 will be the answer then. 4. Okay, तो यहाँ पर भी -35 फॉलो हो रहा है मतलब, and so the final answer will be also 404. Okay, so 404 is the correct answer over here. Before taking more questions on the same, हम बस एक बार रिवाइज कर लेंगे कि हमने कौन से पैटर्न सीखे. अगर किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन छूट गया हो कॉपी करने का तो यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या था? फॉलोइंग सीरीज, एक सीरीज दी जाएगी, उसमें कोई तो ऑड नंबर होगा. यू हैव टू फाइंड द ऑड नंबर फ्रॉम द गिवन ऑप्शन. तो 5, 12, 23, 50, 141 हमने क्या किया था? पहले तो छोटे छोटे it's 1 digit number and then increasing to 2 digit number, so maybe subtraction can work here. तो पहले initially हम लोग subtraction या addition check करेंगे. सबसे पहली step होगी subtraction या फिर addition. अगर ये दोनों नहीं हो रहा है, अगर डिफरेंस बहुत ज्यादा है, मतलब इनिशियल नंबर अगर 5 है और सेकंड नंबर इज डायरेक्टली 35 और समथिंग या फिर 37, तो नंबर अगर एकदम से बड़ा हो जा रहा है 30 या उससे ज्यादा, तो यू कैन ट्राई फॉर मल्टीप्लीकेशन. मल्टीप्लीकेशन के पैटर्न्स फॉलो नहीं होते तो यू कैन गो फॉर डिविजन. if still the number is more, so initially अगर नंबर नंबर का क्यूब भी हो सकता है, नंबर का क्यूब पैटर्न भी हो सकता है. मे बी पहले 2 दिया है, फिर 8 दिया है, फिर 8 का फिर आगे क्यूब दिया है. तो यू कैन चेक फॉर दैट. अगर नंबर बहुत बड़े हैं, डिफरेंस बहुत बड़े हैं, तो फैक्टोरियल भी आ सकता है. सो फर्स्ट स्टेप दैट यू विल चेक इज whether it's plus or minus. Second step that you can check is whether it's multiplication or division. Okay, third you can go for factorial. You have to check whether it is factorial of some, maybe it's a factorial. Okay, factorial. तो फैक्टोरियल भी हो सकता है, या फिर अगर फैक्टोरियल नहीं है तो नेक्स्ट आफ्टर दैट द फोर्थ थिंग दैट यू कैन चेक इज वेदर इट्स अ स्क्वायर. तो स्क्वायर होकर फिर उसमें कोई एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन दैट कैन आल्सो बी फॉलो स्क्वायर के साथ इन एडिशन प्लस माइनस पैटर्न्स भी फॉलो हो सकते हैं इफ इट्स स्टिल अ बिगर नंबर देन क्यूब check for cubes. Okay, these are the four steps that you can go for checking the right pattern. Next, again it was okay. यहाँ पर हमने पहले एडिशन ट्राई किया बट एडिशन करते समय भी आइडेंटिफाइड कि 6 and 12 गोइंग इन द सीरीज बट 20 and 30 फिर नहीं मैच हो रहे थे तो उसको इंटरनली फिर मल्टीप्लिकेशन में तोड़ के ट्राई करो तो 2 3 जा फिर 3 4 जा तो ये नंबर सेम है दिस नंबर इज गोइंग सेम. Likewise, you can identify the further numbers also. Then next 411. Okay, ये क्वेश्चन में क्या था स्क्वायर्स हमने पहले ट्राई किए थे कि स्क्वायर्स हो रहे क्या बट squares were also not matching. So what we went for 4 plus 4 into 2. We kept this 2 constant and then 3 went alternatively plus and minus. Next this was simple. ऑल्टरनेट नंबर्स का एडिशन 2 डिजिट नंबर्स के साथ रिलेशन चेक अगर 2 और 3 डिजिट नंबर्स एक ही सीरीज में दिए हैं तो चेक फॉर अ पैटर्न इन बिटवीन 2 डिजिट नंबर्स ओनली एंड सेपरेट पैटर्न फॉर 3 डिजिट नंबर. ओके सो वी वर आइडेंटिफाइंग अभी आपके पास क्वेश्चन होगा ही सो यू कैन जस्ट चेक कि 6 10 14 6 10 14 और फिर 18 22 26 30 ये ऐसे पैटर्न था उसमें हमने 4 4 के डिफरेंस में किया तो ऑलवेज इन दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस यू विल हैव टू चेक कि लॉजिक टाइम पे लॉजिक सही लगना चाहिए अगर आप ट्राई कर रहे हो एडिशन और अगर नंबर्स बहुत बड़े हैं तो यू कांट गो ऑन एडिंग दैम कंटिन्यूअसली ठीक है सो यू विल हैव टू चेंज इट तो उसके हिसाब से इसलिए मैंने बताया कि एक तो पहले सीरीज देखने के बाद यू फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई कि वेदर दे आर वेरी बिग नंबर्स और दे आर गोइंग इन डिसेंडिंग or whether they are just going in descending order or they are going in ascending order. So just identify their pattern first and then accordingly try to solve it. I again share my screen. And if anyone has any doubts, they can simultaneously ask me the questions. Otherwise, I'll continue over here. अभी और अगर अल्फाबेट और नंबर की पैटर्न्स है अगर अल्फाबेट है फॉलोड बाय नंबर्स देन यू विल हैव टू फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई अल्फाबेट का पैटर्न दिस विल बिकम इजी फॉर यू अभी जैसे यहाँ पर ई के बाद एक लेटर मिसिंग था और फिर डी, दैट मीन्स दे आर गोइंग इन डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर, डिक्रीजिंग अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर. So I just predicted कि maybe E should come there, and after that D C B, that means I was correct. But the numbers then, so if first it is 2, then it is going in multiplying multiplication pattern. So 2 ones are first, then 2 twos are, then 2 threes are, 2 fours are, and likewise 2 2 12. Okay. Next was also in the same pattern. Again, alphabet and number. Same here also. So even they can ask you for two blank spaces. Okay, so यहाँ पर they can ask you this blank and also this blank. ये blank पूछते हैं तो you should be able to answer. So जैसे y के पास z आएगा तो I told you this may be the answer over here. Okay, 32 minus 3 and 29 minus 3. 26 आएगा यहाँ पर 26, and then next 26 minus 3, 20 minus 3, ऐसे. तो यहाँ पर z तो आ जाएगा, but 26 won't come here, it will be 17 or something. So anything, there can be two blank spaces also, that's what I meant. Okay, so if I'm audible, is there anything that you people want to ask? Any questions? And don't leave the meeting, please. You have another class now in continuation. Join back, students. Okay, then that's all. Thank you for joining. Now there's another class by Diksha ma'am. So please wait. Don't leave the class. Thank you. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just a second. Okay, so I hope that I am audible and my screen is visible to you all. If If so, then please tell me. Hello, am I audible, students, and my screen is visible?
Yes,
Yes or
ma'am.
no? And, so, welcome to the next session of general engineering with me, and today's topic is parts of speech. Today, we're going to cover preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So far, we have seen that there are 8 parts of speech, namely noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So we have already covered noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, and adverb. Today we are going to see what preposition, conjunction, and interjections are. So noun, pronoun, types of pronoun, adjective, adjective order, then verb, types of verb, adverb, types of adverbs, then verb noun agreement. We have already covered that, and now we're going to learn what prepositions are. So simply, preposition is a word or group of word used before a noun or pronoun. The word that we use before a noun or a pronoun is called as a preposition. But what do preposition do? Preposition shows a direction, time, space, or location, or a relationship to an object, or it introduces the object. It introduces the noun. Okay. So the most commonly used prepositions are, if I'll give you some examples, so they are above, across, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, by, down, from, in, into, near, off. There's a difference between OF off and OFF off. Then on, to, towards, under, upon, with, within, and the list goes on. There are so many prepositions out there. So what we're going to do is I'll explain you how prepositions work. But before that, I'd like to share one thing with you all, that one of the most frustrating things about English is there are so few rules. So uh, these collocations between, like, we are going to see the collocations between adjectives and prepositions now. So ones that you will just have to learn. There is no particular or no real rule with them. Okay, but you have me. I'll help you with how to with the knowledge of how to use preposition with adjectives. So before that, I'm going to tell you the types of prepositions. So basically, in all, there are 5 different types of prepositions. Okay. So we've learned so many, like right now, I've given you so many examples of prepositions. Just a second. Here they are, so many over here. So they are differentiated into different categories or different types. Okay. So first type is simple preposition, second is double preposition, third is compound preposition, fourth is participle preposition, and fifth one is phrase preposition. Okay. So simple preposition, what is it? It's very simple. The simple words like at, for, in, off, on, over something, or under. Okay, so these are the few examples of simple prepositions. Whereas double preposition, it covers into, onto, upon, out of, or from within. Okay, so you can see the difference between simple and double prepositions. So similarly, compound preposition goes as it covers 3 words or 3 or more words in it. So for example, in addition to, on behalf of, I attended the meeting on behalf of my senior. Okay, that's an example of compound preposition. Or in the middle of, like she was lost in the middle of the night. Okay, so this is the example of compound preposition. Moving on to participle preposition, it's like the few examples are of participle prepositions: considering, during, concerning, or provided. Okay, the sentences in which these words come, these words stands for participle prepositions. Moving on to the last side, that is phrase prepositions. So few examples of phrase prepositions are on time, at home, before class, on the floor, and the list goes on. There are many more. Okay, so these are the few examples that I wrote it down. So I have told you what prepositions are. What is the preposition? Preposition is nothing but it it's a word or group of words used before noun. Okay, it introduces the object or it shows the direction, time, place, location, or relationship of a noun or a pronoun. All right, so I hope you all are good with this. I'll give you a few examples right now so that it'll give you a clearer picture of what or how prepositions are used. Okay. So first off, I'm having the very first example I've written over here. So the example, just a second. Can I cursor it? Okay. So first example is I'm very proud dash my achievements. So I anybody can guess what will come here in the blank space. I'm very proud dash my achievements. So of course I am proud, but what is that blank space? So I am proud of my achievements. Here of will come. Okay, so of is nothing but a preposition. Okay, so proud over here is nothing but an adjective. Okay, so I can give you more examples of this. For example, I am aware dash the situation. So I am aware of the situation. Or another one is the glass is full of juice, I can say. Okay, so of is a preposition here. Or else I can give you the example of like, I am not afraid of spiders. So of is a preposition, whereas afraid is an adjective. So another example I can give you of is you all are capable of speaking English. Of course, I know you all are. So that's how you can use of as a preposition in a sentence before an adjective. Okay, so I can give you some other examples. The second one we'll go with. So second one is I am very happy dash my teacher. Can anybody guess what will come in this blank space? I am very dash, I'm very happy dash my teacher. So happy over here is an adjective. What will come in this blank space? Okay, so I'll tell you, I am very happy with my teacher. The another example of with preposition is I am angry with my sister, or I am angry, I am getting annoyed with you, or I am bored with this game, or your teacher is pleased with your progress. So here, happy, angry, annoyed, bored, pleased, these are the adjectives, whereas with is a preposition. So there is a set of adjective with a particular adjective preposition goes with. Okay. So over here, what will come? Wait. Please pardon my handwriting. Oh, okay. So I'm very happy with my teacher. I hope you all are. All right. Then one more thing I would like to add over here is the sentence that I've given you as an example is I am bored with this game. So where you use bored adjective, generally it goes with by. What you can say is, or how you can say is, I am bored by this game. Okay. But often what I have heard students use is, or people use is, of. I am bored of this game. Okay, so that's not a correct sentence. How you can say is I am bored with this game or I am bored by this game. So we are done with of. We are done with with. Okay, so moving on. Um, Another example is I am slow dash running. So okay, good if you guessed it right. So we are done with this as well. I'll give you a few more examples of preposition at. So you can say, I am not very fast at typing, or yeah, I am not very fast at running. You can say that's nothing but I'm slow at running. All right. So moving on to the fourth example, are you interested dash of politics? Are you interested with politics? Are you interested at politics? Can anybody guess? Will come in. I am interested in politics. Okay, over here. All right. Moving on with the another preposition. These are the examples of preposition, and teaching you how to use it in a sentence or how to identify it in a sentence. So next one is we have you are responsible dash your own actions. Okay, so anybody can guess what preposition will come here? You are responsible dash your own actions. So you are responsible okay F O R, and that's for. You are responsible for your own actions. That's the correct preposition. So we are done with of, with, at, in, and for. Okay. Now the another example that I can give you is Nagpur is famous for. What Nagpur is famous for? Sauji. So Nagpur is famous for Sauji. Another example I can give you is these shoes aren't suitable for dancing. Okay, so this is another example of for preposition. Moving on, I am keen tennis. So I am keen of tennis. I'm keen with tennis. I'm keen what tennis. So the correct answer is, I hope you all guessed it right. That is on. I am keen on tennis. Okay, I love tennis. Okay, so it means that I'm keen on tennis. Okay, so on is the right preposition over here, and keen is the adjective. Then the last example that I have written for you guys is I am a fan dash tennis. So I guess you can guess it now. I am a fan dash tennis, or I am fond dash tennis. What will come here? Very good if you have guessed it correctly. So I am a fan of tennis, or I am fond of tennis. So these were the few examples of how to use preposition, or how to identify preposition, or how to use preposition along with the adjectives, okay, in a sentence. So we have of, with, at, in, for, on over here, okay, with the adjectives as proud, happy, slow, interested, responsible, keen, fond, fan, etc. There are many more. Okay, so these were the few examples of preposition. Now I'll explain you the same using a different point of view, a different perspective. Okay, so when we use at, on, in, what we're going to start with, start with at. Okay, so if I'll take an example of transportation. Okay, transportation means a mean of traveling, any sort of vehicle, like transportation mean, which carries you from one place to another. It can be anything, it can be plane or a bullock cart, anything. So uh, at, for transportation, at, there's nothing like, here we have at, on, in, and by. At, I love it because it is very specific, very specific, so you always know where you are exactly. uh, the problem I've told you, for transportation, at doesn't have anything. So let's go on to the next one. Next one we have on. So on. On is used for, let's say, large vehicles or large way of traveling, such as trains, buses, planes. Over here I've written trains, buses. Okay, buses. Sorry, it's not plane, it's PL, plane. PLA, not IPLANE. Please excuse me for that. All right. So on, you can be on a train, bus, plane, boat, anything. Okay. But there is an exception over here. There is definitely an exception. So I'll come back to the boat later. So on the train, on the bus, don't have your own train, plane, or bus. So you usually share it with a bunch of people. Okay, obviously we don't have, like, a normal people, common people don't have their own train, their own buses, or their own plane. But I'm talking about the common people. So when you share a meal with a bunch of people, so it's a large thing. So we say you are on the bus because it covers a big area, okay, and you share it with a group of people. So there are so many people sitting in that area. When I get to a location, like, you'll see what I mean. Whereas, okay, so I'll tell you how you can say train, bus, plane. You can say it on. Okay, on. Why? Because A, it's a larger platform, and B, you are sharing it with a bunch of people. Boat is a small exception. Why? Because for many people in the world, they have their own boats, because maybe they go for fishing or rowing, which is a type of boat that you go by yourself. Okay, it's a small one. You have it by yourself. So in that situation, you can use in, in this one. Okay. So if the boat is small enough, say in. I am in a boat right now. But if it's a big boat, a big boat, you have to say I am on a boat. Okay, boat. Yeah. So another exception. Another exception is for on rule is bicycle. If we are talking about on, then another exception is bicycle. I know I said big vehicles, when to use on for big vehicles, but a bicycle is small, just remember, and it doesn't really have a motor or engine. So we kind of give it its own thing, because you have to sit on the bicycle, and you can never really be in a bicycle, right? Try to, understand the difference. You can be on a bicycle, you cannot be in a bicycle. Is that good? Okay, I hope so. Okay, now let's go to in, third one. Okay, at for transportation, on for transportation, now in for transportation. So in is funny because there are only two things for in. First is car and another one is taxi. So I have marked it as asterisk over here. I have marked it over here. Why? Because it's an exception. Boat was an exception. I told you how. Boat was an exception. You can use it in and on both for boats. Okay. So uh, in we use for car and taxi. The easy way to think about it is usually you own your own car. Okay, I have told you that you don't own, a common people don't own a train, bus, or a plane, but you own your own car, right? So when you own your own thing, you can say in for that, or you can use in preposition for that. Okay, so it doesn't belong to a group of people. People don't just get in your car every time you open the door, right? Or so that's your own, your private thing. And a taxi, well, when you are in a taxi, it is kind of your own car. You pay the driver and you keep the car for that particular time. So this is one of those few cases where because it belongs to me, I am in the car or I am in the taxi because the taxi belongs to me as long as I pay the money. It's one of those, funny exceptions, you can say. So I don't know why, because you can put more people in car, but I guess because you can actually own this transportation, it's yours. Think of it like a small boat. The small boat, one person is in it, you can be inside of it. Okay, so you can be in a boat, you can be on a boat. Okay, but you can be in a car or you can be in a taxi. All right, all right then. The last one we are going to do is buy, by, buy. Okay, so buy is different. When we talked about in and on, you are like, we are talking about how you are in a vehicle or on a transportation mode. So are you sitting on a bicycle? I can see you on it. A boat is on the water. Okay, but by just means how did you get there? Try to understand it. So when someone responds to you with by car or by plane, they are saying that's how they got there. So how did I get here to take your class to the college? Well, yes, I was in my car and drove here, but I would like to tell somebody I got here by car, not by bus. Okay, I was in my car, but I got here by car. Understood the difference between? Okay, so uh, that would tell them the difference in the transportation I took. How did you go there? This will answer this question. Okay, so that's by is how you did it, and the way you traveled is here, in and on. Remember this in and on. Remember, there is a small exception for small vehicles. So a small boat you can be in, a bike and a bicycle. You were always on the bicycle because people see you sitting on it. Okay, we are good. Okay, all right then. Now that is the lesson for transportation. Now let's look at the location. Okay, so you will notice the same rule or idea applies over here as well.
Remember, I said I like at because it is very, very specific at particular point. Okay, here means only here. Okay, it is very specific. You can see this point I'm drawing right now. Okay, so notice the dot, it is very specific. So I can give you an example of meet me at my house. Okay, so that does not mean down the street. That does not mean in another city. It means my house right there only. Okay, you at my house. So it is very, very specific, very precise. Okay, meet at my house, specific location. Okay, or you can give any other location for that. Okay, at that means right there. You can see the number exactly and the place. Okay, very specific. Now, moving on to on. Okay, let's see here. I drew this over here. Why? Because this is a surface. It's a surface. This is a dot, but this is a surface. Sorry. So, this is why I said on the bus, the train and the plane. They are big. They have an area. Okay. And because of that, we say on. Because you stand in an area. Okay. So, on. We put things on the table. Okay. In, I can use the same thing. That's the next one. In, there is a surface, but you have to go over and in something like inside. Can you see I drew this over here? So how you can say it, you go in. Okay, in this, inside this box. Okay, in. I hope you can see this arrow over here. All right, so remember, on a surface and in a particular thing. So this is now in. So in, usually you have walls or something surrounding you that you can look up and see the walls. Okay, beside, like surrounding you, you will see there's the board, and there are three walls right now where I am. There's one side is my laptop, and another three sides I'm covered with my with the wall of the room. So I am in this room. Okay, so but I am standing on the floor. Okay, I am not standing in the floor, I'm standing on the floor. So if, so many of you know, like last one we'll go with by. So by, many of you know close and near. You are close to, or you're near to, or you can say I'm by that building, for an example. So if you think of two things, here you can say, like supposedly there is a red building where you are right now. So how you can say that, uh, I have parked my car by the red building. Okay, I hope you understood how to use by to specify the location. I have parked my car by that red building. Okay, so it is very similar to close or near. So I hope we are good with this. Now I'm going to deal with time. Okay, now we have seen the location. What we have seen? Location. I shouldn't write, I guess. I should not definitely, but okay. I started, so I'll end it. Location, we are done. We are done with transportation or mean. Transportation mean I'll write because it's smaller and easier to write for me. Now we'll deal with time. Okay, time. means M. All right. So how to use time or how to use prepositions for time. Now I'm going to deal with real time. We will start at at at. Okay, we'll start with it. Then we'll move on to on and in and by. So at. Remember, I said very specifically that's why I like it because at is very, very specific. So this is when you say things like at 9:50 a.m. or at 12 sharp, exactly. Like as I told in my message that class will start sharp at 1 or the class will start sharp at 2 o'clock. So be present there, be there on time. So this is how you say, this is how you use the preposition for time at very specific. So it is very specific time when we deal with hour and minutes. Hours, actually your hours and minutes. It is very, very specific. So what time will I meet you? At 10:30? Very specific. It doesn't mean 12 or it doesn't mean 10:15. No, 10:30 means 10:30 at 10:30 specifically. Okay. So on. Now moving on to on. When we talk about on, we talk about days. Okay. So days is like again a carpet. Like imagine there are 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and goes till 24. It covers this entire space. Okay. So days, we'll use on for days. For example, on Monday, on Tuesday. And if you're confused, I've told you how to think. It's a big thing. 24 things are there. Okay. Covering a day. So it's kind of got a surface to it. Okay. So how you can say on Christmas day, on my birthday, okay, on teacher's day. So that's how you use on preposition for day. Okay, so if you have a word that has a day in it, you can use on. Okay, so okay, on the holiday, you can say that as well. On the holiday, you can say it because it's got day. Make it easy and simple and clear. Okay, day. On with day, done. Okay. Now we have talked about specific time with at and on the day. Now let's look at in. Okay. When I say something like in September, what I'm talking about are long period of time when we can say that for years, months, week, year. Long, Long, long time. Okay, so we are talking about long time, longer time, like means a month, a week, a year, likewise. Okay, so for instance, I can even go back in the past and say in 1992 or in 2005 or in 2007, I completed my graduation. Likewise, you can use in. Okay, so or you can say in September I will buy a bike, you can say. So this is how you use in for a longer time of period. Now we are talking about specific time as we did in on and at, but this I'm going to go with the last one, and we're going to go by by this by. Okay, by is fantastic because it's the end of a specific time. If I say I need it done by tonight, that means that's it. I want you to submit your homeworks by today evening, by today 5 p.m. Okay, so that means that's it. By that time, you have to do it. That's the end. Okay, it ends the conversation. Okay, it ends the time. Okay, it's the end time. Okay, so I hope you understood when you have to use by, in, on, at for transportation, location, and time. So, uh, I've told you to use at, on, in, by for transportation, location, and time. We'll move on now to the next session, to the next slide. And the next slide brings us to conjunction. So what a conjunction is. Okay, what does a conjunction mean? So conjunction is nothing but a word that joins the words or different phrases or different clause or sentences. Okay, it just joins. Okay, it joins, it connects the sentences. So for example, we have but, and, yet, or, because, nor, although, since, unless, while, where, etc. There are many conjunctions that joins two or more sentences or words, phrases, or clause. Okay, so here I've written one example that goes as she bought a shirt and a book. Okay, so it is joining the sentence. Okay, the two main type of conjunction are subordinating and coordinating. Okay, there are also another type of conjunction which is known as correlative conjunction, which joins the sentences. Okay, you'll see the difference between them. But the coordinating conjunction connects words, phrases, and clause of equal importance. Okay, so conjunction like for, so, because, and or. Okay, they are easy. You say them regularly. Okay, my friend and I, uh, you're going to prom with him or her. So this is an example, right, of a common conjunction you use. And we used to join words, clause, phrases, I've told you, together. So the people, another example I can give you is the people I saw and my friends were happy. So two sentences, we joined it with the use of and, with the use of a conjunction. So these are the type of conjunction. Coordinating conjunction, a single word that joins similar words or phrases or elements. Subordinating conjunction also joins similar words, phrases, or elements but exists in pairs. Okay, and correlative conjunction, they are actually adverbs that are used as conjunctions. Okay, so these are the main three types of conjunction. So correlative conjunction is the same kind of things as like you are joining statements. Okay, when I say pair, it's like things together. Okay, I'll show you some examples. I'll give you some examples. So examples are like I've written here. We'll start with either or, either dash or. Okay, so it's a choice. Just think of it as a choice. If in a sentence you are given a choice, that means it is going with either or. Okay, if it's a choice. Okay, and it should be positive. All right, a positive choice. I'll give you for example, uh, either, okay, that's a funny one, but an interesting one. So this sentence goes as, either you pay me the money back or I'll break your leg. So I hope nobody says that to you ever, but this is an example. So either you pay me the money back now or I break your legs. So we have either or in one sentence. So it's your choice. Just pay it back. Don't borrow anything from anybody, or you will see the consequences. So this is how this sentence goes. Okay. So you have a choice, whether you like it or not. That choice you have to make. Okay, so the second one is not only but also. Okay, so it kind of go with surprise. Okay, so uh surprise, if the case, in the case we are saying, like I'll give you an example, not only she was happy but she also got married. So not only she was happy means there was a surprise because she was happy with that surprise. And the another part is, but she also got married. So there's even more surprise. So It's a correlative pair. We talked about the idea of surprises. You put this plus this, okay, like this plus this. So surprise plus more surprise. Understood? So it goes with surprise. Not only, but also. She was not only happy, but also she got married. Okay, very, very surprised. Okay, so in our third case, we talked about negation. So negation is a negative word generally used in a negative sentence, like when you want to deny something or when you want to say no, or likewise. So it's either or, neither nor. Sorry, not either or. It's neither nor. Na ye na wo. Okay, Hindi translation. All right. So, uh, like I can give you an example. Not you or your friends should attend the party. Okay, so this is an example where you can use this word. So obviously it's a negative sentence because obviously you will feel bad if somebody says you that neither you nor your friends are allowed to attend the party. So that's how it goes. Okay, it's a negation, neither nor. Okay, a lot of students have problem with, I'll tell you, with his neither. Okay, lot of problem because uh, either it is neither nor or neither. Okay, many people say neither this nor that. Yeah, by the way, they are the same thing. I'll tell you, whether you say neither this nor that, or you say neither this nor that, it's the same thing. Okay, not much difference. It's just the uh, area where you use the native people. It depends on where people are using it or who are using it. There are different areas like where people speak English in different ways, so it depends on them. So you go with neither or you go with neither, it depends on you completely. Okay, so there's nothing grammatically correct or incorrect over here. Okay, it's correct only grammatically. So I'll go with neither. Uh, you can choose yours. So it's not better, it's not worse, it's just a preference in style. Okay, neither nor. It means not this and not that. It's not a choice. Okay, so people generally confuses it with either or because you have a choice. But this means this is not true and that's not true. Both are not true anymore. Okay, so it's a negation. It's a negative. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, it makes everything negative. So finally, the last one we have both dash and. So it is including. How? How is it inclusive? We'll see. You know, both my brother and my father loves basketball. Both my brother and my father loves basketball. I'll repeat, both my brother and my father loves basketball. So we got both in the sentence and we got and in this sentence. We are including both in the sentence. Both and. So it is inclusive. Okay, my brother, I am saying there are two parts and the secondary part is included with the first part. So it's an inclusive thing, including thing. Okay, so I'll give you some more examples of this. For example, first one, it goes as, they told me to either buy the shoes or put them back. Either buy the shoes or put them back. Choice. I'll start the point out. Okay, either put the shoes or either buy the shoes or put them back. Okay, not only the second one is, not only did it smell, but it also tastes bad. Not only did it smell, but it also tastes bad. Okay, I'm very surprised at my food. Not only it smelled bad, but it also tastes bad. Okay, I was very surprised over there. Okay, how did this happen? All right. So the third one is, the dog neither ate nor sleep that night. Okay, So poor dog, it neither ate nor sleep that night. Another example of negation. The last one is, uh, okay, Mr. or anyone. We'll say we'll use Mr. X. So Mr. X was both funny and modest about his adventures. Okay, it is including he was both funny and modest. Modest is nothing but like you have achieved it, okay, a big thing, but you are being very polite about it. You're not bragging, you're not going to people and saying, you're not bragging about it. You're being modest, you're keeping it calm, you're keeping it inside, and you're just enjoying it within yourself. So that's a modest feeling, that's a modest word, that's what a modest word means. Okay, so this was an example of this. I'll give you one more example of these four: inclusive choice, negation, and surprise. So first one is, not only was it of great quality, but it was also cheap. So guess whether it will be a choice, surprise, negation, or including, or in what it will be. Not only was it of great quality, but it was also cheap. All right. It's a surprise. Yes, I got a good thing, and that too on a cheaper price. So, a surprise. The second one is, both the man and his dog were sleeping. So, both the man and his dog were sleeping. It is including. The third one is, neither the woman nor the man were happy with the answer. So, neither nor happy with the answer. It is a negation. Either you watch the program or we turn off the television. This is nothing but a choice. Either you watch the program or we'll turn off the television. Okay, so these were the few examples I have given you of conjunction. So so far we've got preposition, its type, conjunction, its types with examples. We'll move on to the last segment, that is interjection. So an interjection is a word, phrase, or sentence that expresses emotion. Okay, it expresses emotion or feeling. These emotions, like it can be anything, but it proceeds with a punctuation mark. Okay, punctuation mark. I can give you for an example or an exclamation mark. Geez, my research paper is late. Okay, the paper I was working on is late. So how will I say, geez, my research paper is late? Okay, this is how you express it. Okay, it's a emotion that you are expressing, okay, or you're feeling. So an interjection is a word or phrase that is grammatically independent from the words around it. Okay, it is purely this word itself. So it mainly expresses the feeling rather than the meaning. Okay, don't go for a meaning of it, just go with the feeling of it, feeling behind it. Okay, interjection are common in speech and are much more common in electronic messages, like you do in your Google, or not Google, like WhatsApp, or what you have these days, uh, whatever, like Instagram, or the similar one. You know better than me. All right. So an interjection is a word added to a sentence to convey the emotion and a sentiment such as surprise, disgust, joy, excitement, or enthusiasm. For example, no, go away. So no is an interjection. Indeed, I intend to leave as soon as possible. Indeed, I'll leave. Okay, that is like for sure. I will. As soon as possible, I'll leave. Like you guys must be thinking. All right then. Moving on to the types of interjection. So these are the basic types of interjection. That is primary interjection and secondary interjection. So primary interjection are the words that are primarily interjections and do not function as any other parts of speech. Okay. So it goes as uh, ah or aha. Okay, so usually they say when they want to get an attention that okay fine, I'm going to say something, so listen to me likewise. or blah, boo, boohoo, whatever, whatever. We have long lists, okay? G's, or whatever, OMG, oops, ouch, poof, pew, whatever, okay? Yippee, yuck, and many more, yum. Okay, so these are the primary kind of intersections. Okay, I'll give you the example. Oh my God, I'm late for school. Okay, so there's one thing, one way of saying, of including an interjection in a sentence. The second one is, phew, that was a close shave. Okay, like that was close one. Like I was about to get into an accident, but I saved myself. Phew, that was close shave. That was close one. Like this. Or hooray, he has set a new record today. So yay, happy, a happy expression. Okay, or gee, what a good idea. Like, wow, it's a wow feeling. So this is an example how you say your interjection or how you incorporate your interjection in your uh, sentences or in your speech. Okay, so secondary interjection, where noun, adjective, and other parts of speech serves as interjections, they are called secondary interjections. Okay, so lists are agreed, all right, awesome, bother, then bull, cheer, school, dear, easy, exactly, excellent, finally, good, and the list goes on. We have so many, holy cow, like that's a negative word, don't say that. Okay, so indeed, or you might have often heard people say, man, oh man, man, that was a great show. So that's where this expression goes with. Okay, or oh brother, oh boy, or anything like there's so many, welcome, and just an exclamation mark, okay, or whatever, exclamation mark, and end of the sentence, not conversation but sentence, or yes in caps and with an uh, exclamation mark. Okay, so examples I'll give you. Great, I'd love to watch a movie with you. Or hello, is Carla there, please? Okay, hello, is Carla there, please? Or here, have a cup of cold coffee. Here, have a cup of cold coffee when you offer it to someone. Okay, so these were the examples of primary and secondary interjections. Now, I have told you, well, an interjection is a word or phrase that a speaker can use to show its feeling or emotion, or it's normally used in spoken English. It can be used in written English as well, like in stories. If the author wants to show how a character is feeling, okay. And the thing is, if you want to improve your conversation, you really need to know how to use the interjections and also understand them. Okay, I hope now you know how to, use the interjections. I don't know whether you read or not, but I like reading, so I would recommend you to please read, like buy any book, any book. It can be story book, it can be a novel, any kind of novel, thriller or horror, anything. It can be a sci-fi novel or a book. So just read something, keep on reading things. Reading will improve your language a lot, a lot. It will improve your vocabulary. It will improve your, the limitations of the words that you have. Okay, I know, I have seen my students often suffering for, getting other words. Okay, they stop and they, they take a pause and they search for words. Okay, because they think that if they, they'll use better words, then their conversation will get enhanced. So where do you learn these words, or how to, learn to incorporate them? So by reading is the best way. So buy a novel and read it, okay, anything. And then what you can do is you can interchange it. Once you're done with your novel, once you finished it, you can give that novel to your friends and you can borrow their novels. So likewise, you can keep on reading, and reading is always best thing to do. Anyway, so now we'll move on to the categories of interjection. So generally, there are three categories of interjection, namely volitive, emotive, and cognitive. So I'll give you the example of volitive interjection, which goes as, or however you want to pronounce it, or enough, enough, and then an exclamation mark. So I don't know whether you have watched Harry Potter or not, but that's one of my favorite TV series. So if you know the professor named Dumbledore there, so whenever I'll give you an example, whenever he wants to say something, because there are so many students in our hall and it's very chaotic sometimes, so it gets chaotic sometimes. So if he wants to get an attention of students, what he do is he he shouts, okay, enough, and then everyone gets silent. So after that, he say whatever, like we'll have vacations from next week. So that's good news. So whatever. So that's how you can use it. You can use, or in a capital letter, go, a exclamation mark. Okay, shoo or silence. There, yo, please. Okay, so you can use them. Okay, in a best way as you can. So, shh, the dog is asleep. That's an example. Or, hey, come here and take a look at this butterfly. Or, I have a suggestion you might find useful. Okay, before starting a sentence, if you want to attract the um, uh, person's attention, so you say, I have a suggestion you might find useful. Okay, now emotive interjections. So emotive interjections covers this word people, like I have heard that usually this generation uses this word a lot. So so it's like that, a cute puppy, a cute baby, we use this with an exclamation mark. So, or blah, or brother, please, or eek, you, good grief, or lol, that was a nice joke, or ouch, and the list goes on. Okay, so for example, good grief, what a mess you have made, good grief. Okay, like it's like what have you done, it's a surprise, a negative surprise emotion. Okay, or rats, I forgot my mobile on the shop's counter. Okay, like it's like shit, but you don't use that word because that's a that word, I can say. So you can replace it with rats. Okay, it depends how comfortable you are with words. Okay, or yippee, my vacation has finally started. Okay, so yippee, happy feeling, happy emotion. So it is an emotive interjection. The last one is cognitive interjection. So cognitive interjection covers many things. Again, aha, alas, bingo, or bravo. And the list goes on. So bravo, you were a good, you wrote a good essay. And that's a good thing. If a teacher says you, if a teacher gives you that compliment, so that's a good thing. So bravo, you wrote a good essay. Or Eureka, I found my lost necklace. It's a happy emotion. Okay. Or yay, two flowers bud have grown on my plant. So I'm happy. Yay, two flower buds have finally grown on my plant. So these are the cognitive interjections, and the list goes on. There are so many, so I'll just summarize it for you. So there are different interjections for different emotions, like interjection for greeting, interjection for joy, for approval, attention. Over here I have written greeting, joy, approval, attention, surprise, sorrow, or understanding or misunderstanding. Okay, so greeting interjection goes with, I'll give some example: hello, hey, hi. Joy, hooray, or however you want to pronounce it, hurrah, or wow. Or then approval means look, listen, behold, hush, or shh. Okay, it goes like that. I don't know how much you're understanding, but I hope you do understand. Okay, then attention, bravo, brilliant, well done. Okay, you are giving attention to someone's hard work. Okay, so this is how you can do it. Okay, then surprise, what, oh, and the list goes on. So this is how a surprise interjection goes as. Okay, or sorrows, alas, ah you know with a down feeling, or oh, ouch, something bad happened. likewise, a sorrow, a bad thing. Anyway, the last one is interjection for understanding or misunderstanding. So it goes as aha. So it was you. Aha. So it was you. Okay. Understanding. I understanding. So it was you. Or ah, I got it. I got it. I understand. I understand you. I got it. We are good with it. Okay. Or I didn't get it. I didn't get it. What are you saying? I am not able to understand it. I didn't get it. Or oh, so this was this. So this why it is supposed to be done. Okay, I understand now. So this why it is supposed to be done. Oh, I understand it now. So this is how interjection works. Okay, so sorry. All right. So quickly, I'll give you two questions over here now. I want you all to read the questions and try to like tell, guess, not guess, but give me an answer. Okay, whatever you think of, and we'll see how much have you got it. Okay, so please give me your answers now. For the first question is advice is what? Advice, it's a verb or it's a noun or it's an adjective or it's both a verb and a noun. So you can unmute yourself and answer, or you can just write the answer in the chat box over here. All right, students, just any guess you can try to answer. Noun, advice. Okay, if it is ADVICE over here instead of CE, if it is SE, it will be a verb. Okay, but since it is a CE, it's a noun. Okay, the second question is who dash was coming to see us this evening? So this question has to be framed with an auxiliary verb. Okay, of the situation. So, for example, be, do, have, can, could, may, might. Okay, if you guessed be, then that's the correct answer. Will be, and with this is the end of our session, today's session. I hope you are intersections, and I hope you will be able to use this in your GATE examination. Okay, so if you have any doubt now, please write your doubts in the text section over there, or you can unmute yourself and ask, or whatever. You can just ask me in any way you're comfortable with. All right, yes, Swati, you got it right. It's B. The answer is B of second question. Very good. Anybody else have any doubt? All right, if not, then I'll conclude this session. If you have any doubt, then please ask. Please go ahead. All right. Okay. So at least tell me that whether you understood the session or not. All right. Okay then. I'll conclude this session now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you so much, Prajakta. Thank you.